they require even children, even 5 years old toddlers required to watch public execution. There was a meme actually, or somebody was trying to shoot themselves and killing themselves, and the regime like put a gun at them. If you kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Yeonmi Park and I'm a North Korean de facto human rights activist. So guys, today in this video, we are going to really focusing on to learn about North Korea's constitution and their laws. A lot of people would think, does North Korea even have a constitution? Do they even have laws? Yes, they do. They do have this something called the socialist law, and the socialist constitution in the country that was just made by three guys, Kim dictators. Even though this supposedly Democratic People's Republic of Korea is supposedly democracy and republic, however, all that laws were just made by three people, and that law is still ruling 25 million of human beings. Within those laws, it is some laws are so ridiculous that we cannot find in any other countries. So today in this video, I'm going to talk about that 6 most ridiculous laws that you've never seen before. So in North Korea, as a law actually, it prevents for people to have a freedom to choose their hairstyle. There's no wonder why North Korea has been always making news about how, that ridiculous Kim Jong-un's haircut is required by all North Korean men to have. Because of the actual regulation says that individuals do not have a right to choose their hairstyle. And it has to be defined by the regime. And because of that, North Koreans do not have a freedom to choose their own hairstyle. And when I was in North Korea, the regime constantly changing this law and what hairstyle was allowed and what was not. And if the hair was a little bit longer than what was required, they literally bring a scissor and just cut it there and make you go sometimes even labor camp for breaking this regulation. Number 2 law that only exists in North Korea. It is about not drinking alcohol. I know some Middle Eastern countries have this regulation, but in North Korea's case, it's really unbelievable. The reason the regime not letting people drink is not because some, a religious reason or like that. Just purely because the regime has to blame for something that people are starving, right? They have to blame somebody, and what they came up with blaming is they used to blame American bastards, right? I love America now, I'm American, but they used to say our people in North Korea are starving, hungry, and cold. It's because of the enemies, the imperialists are attacking us. Now, Americans haven't invaded or never invaded North Korea in their lifetime. So they have to come up with a new law, new excuse to tell people, which is they say, alcohol requires grains to make them, and therefore those kind of drinkers are the ones to blame for our lack of food. Because of that reason, they banned the drinking in North Korean social scenes in recent years. So nobody can drink in North Korea. If they do, they are gonna be punished heavily and they have to go to labor camps. Number 3, forced to vote. This is ironic and this is quite ridiculous. North Korea is a dictatorship. It's a complete totalitarianism. However, they supposedly call themselves a democratic socialism, right? They have a democracy. Therefore, they do have votes. Every 5 years, people choose who to vote for. However, in the ballot, there's only one guy, that is Kim Jong-un. And then it's not the secret. In front of the top officers, they have to put their ballot. And the tricky thing is about that is, in America, if you don't want to vote for your vote, you don't have to participate in it. You don't have to vote. In North Korea, even though people only have one choice, they have to vote. Otherwise, they're going to be punished. It's a sign of disloyalty towards the regime and not obeying the rule. So there's actual law that exists to punish people if they do not participate in voting. And this is the greatest irony that it is a democracy technically because people are voting, but it is not because they only got one choice and they do not even have a freedom to not vote. Number 4, it is about public execution law. It is actually in their constitution, they legalize public execution. They require even children, even 5 years old toddlers required to watch public execution, and that was required by the law. And I don't think many countries do that. I mean, they do public hangings in some countries, but it's not a mandatory that everybody have to go participate watching it. If they do not go watch it, they get punished too. And this is another that cruel law that North Korea still has. Number 5, religion. They banned the other foreign religions because if they let people to believe in other gods, they are not going to believe in Kims. And because of that, the regime actually banned other religion. However, they lied to the international community that they have the freedom of religion. However, there's no freedom of religion for the people. I still remember when I was going to a very brief of time going to elementary school in North Korea, and there was one day we were learning about this boy who were very hungry, and there was a missionary who were living in the house. So this boy just sneaked out into that missionary's house and stole a few apples, and then he ate that, I think. Then this missionary was like, trying to be nice, but actually inside he was devil. So he tied this little boy, and then he tattooed on his forehead as a thief. So Shaw told us how evil these missionaries are, that we should never respect them or trust them. Like that, North Korean regime is not only banning the religion, they're actively brainwashing people to think badly about especially Christianity and think about other religions evil way. So people in North Korea have this education very early on and believe that the Christians are bad and missionaries are bad. And this brainwashing curriculum still going on and brainwashing North Koreans. The last one, this will be also blowing your mind. The North Korean law that bans suicide. It's in a country that literally, there was a meme actually, or somebody was trying to shoot themselves and killing themselves, and the regime put a gun at them. If you kill yourself, I'm gonna kill you, right? Like that. If the problem why people cannot kill themselves is that if the family member kills themselves, that all that family blood is tainted in the eyes of the regime, and their social class is gonna be affected. So that's how the regime prevents people to kill themselves, because how can they accept that people kill themselves in the socialist paradise? It is supposedly the best system, the best country. They cannot accept that. Therefore, they are banning the suicide. So North Korean people have no right even to kill themselves. And of course, suicide in any way is not a good thing. However, it is an individual choice, and regime banning it not because they care about these human lives, because of they care about their image and because of they care about their survival of their leadership. It is an unimaginable country. It's a miracle that this country with this 15th century mindset still survives. However, this kind of video is gonna let people know more about this true face of this dictatorship and what people go through in the darkness. So please like this video and share it with anybody that you know. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in the next video. Thank you.